When I was at school, the most common phrase I heard from an adult was,
"School days are the best days of your life. Make the most of them."
well, that's bullshit. Just a complete load of bollocks. What school does, right, is it tries to put this filter on the kids that a lot of them don't want, which is why a lot of them get picked off. Still teaching the same outdated shit that has no benefit in the real world at all. They teach a few useful things like discipline and to be aware of creepy paedophiles because your PE teacher was always walking in the changing room when everyone was getting changed. Come on, we've all had one, and I bet there's people watching this now thinking, that's exactly like my teacher. But the rest of it's just made so we're all trained up to work these jobs that the government wants you to work so then you can put more money in their back pocket for the cheapest labour. Thankfully though, they have blessed us with the series Educating, and that's what we're going to be watching today. I've seen your comments, you want me to react to more Educating. Don't worry, I've got you. I'm going to be looking at some Educating Yorkshire today. I thought I'd watch something a bit more close to home this time. Being from Yorkshire myself, this should be good. I mean, you type in Educating Yorkshire on YouTube, and one of the first videos that comes up is teachers smell weed in boys' toilets at school. And I'm just saying, looking at this thumbnail now, the teacher could also do with a bag search, because that's not sober. As soon as I saw the title, I was like, yeah, that's about right. You don't even have to say that it's in Yorkshire. That title is indirectly saying that it is. Right, let's watch.
A suspicious smell has been noticed coming from the boys' toilets.
Yeah, one of the most distinctive smells on planet Earth as well. Especially in the UK, because weed's looked at as a Class A drug.
Smell it as soon as you walk down, but there was like about 5 minutes ago, really strong smell of when we put out the boys' toilets there.
I think it might be him. Do you know when someone's eyes just look like they're not listening? Them. He's got an ounce stashed behind that unnecessarily high-vis coat he's got on. I mean, any need?
Thinks of weed in here.
What?
Who's been in that you know of?
Just little kids. I don't know what the names are.
Does that say year 8? Oh, Jesus. Year 8? What's that, like 13 years old? Okay, so do you reckon it's probably best to educate them on the benefit scheme now then? Because that is the path they're on right now. You don't want to be smoking weed at 13. You'll end up like a complete fucking cabbage by the age of 16.
We've got to find out if there's any substances in school or if there's anything that shouldn't be there because it's illegal. You know, we've got children to protect. And
you also want to confiscate it so you can have some. You see, that's why I'm not a teacher. I'd end up just joining in. Now then, boys.
Sir, no, I'm sorry. Please don't tell my parents.
Fuck you talking about? Let me have some. It smells good.
you know, we need to make sure that ultimately that the students are all right.
He's going into his pocket for something.
The CCTV has revealed 3 Year 8 and 2 Year 11 students.
That's a pretty big age difference in terms of school age, isn't it? When you grow up, like a 3-year age difference, you don't really notice, do you? But when you're at school and everyone's going through puberty and shit, that age gap is very fucking noticeable.
Mr. Chambers?
Yes.
Have you spoke to him?
No, take him in there and search him, miss.
Just in case there was any confusion whether or not this was in Yorkshire, that's the confirmation. Have you spoke to him? No, love, I smoked with him. It's good shit. I don't know why I'm trying to put on like another accent when that is my accent.
Come in the office. What can you tell us about drugs, weed, in school this morning?
The suspects are questioned.
Have you been smoking weed in school? Have there?
That a year 8? Oh God, it's a lot worse when you see how small and pathetic they are. I've smoked joints bigger than this kid.
One of them has.
And searched.
One of you's got weed on, you know. It's any pockets out.
You hungry? Got the munchies?
Got the munchies. She definitely smokes it if she's using weed slang. The first time I really delved into weed was when I went to America for the first time, because it is legal in most states over there. And that's when I really experienced my first true case of the munchies. It was at that summer camp that I worked at. There was one time where there was like 3 of us just sat on this porch at 1 in the morning, just really, really high, because every cabin at the camp has like a porch you can sit on. But for some reason, we was all just really craving ice cream, but the only ice cream accessible on camp was in the kitchen, which was closed. But because we was all just baked, we thought, fuck it, let's just rob the ice cream, which came in like huge tubs because it's meant to serve a camp of 800 people. So we went on a little journey to this big canteen where the full camp eats the food, snuck around the back way where the door was open. Bear in mind, this is pitch black in the middle of Pennsylvania. We walked in, located the ice cream, robbed a single spoon for 3 of us, and then we just ran back to the cabin with this bucket of ice cream in our hands. When we got back, we put the ice cream on the floor and we all kind of just sat around it, just passing the spoon around. I say the spoon did about 6 laps before we eventually all just felt really sick. But then we was left in a bit of a situation because we barely took the top off this full bucket of ice cream, and I was the only fucker awake. Everyone else just fell to sleep, and I've got the camp's ice cream just there. I didn't know what to do, so what I did is I snuck into my friend's cabin, which, bear in mind, it's full of kids sleeping as well. It's about 2 in the morning at this point, and I just snuck in his cabin with this big full bucket of ice cream and just placed it next to his bed. Not realizing that if the wrong person sees that, he could be in major shit. But like I say, I was just so high, I wasn't thinking. I couldn't think. When he woke up and saw the ice cream, he told me that he fucking shat himself. He said he just panicked and threw it in the shower. And the next day, the entire camp was left without ice cream because of us. I didn't really care. The majority of the kids were little shits anyways.
What's cannabis?
Cannabis, it's weed and you smoke it.
cannabis is weed and you smoke it. Right, that's not really an explanation to what it is though, is it? He's basically just gone,
weed is weed and you smoke it.
You see what I mean? These kids don't have a fucking clue. They're too young. Half the time, it's not even their fault. They just got introduced to it way too early.
You act like you're drunk, but you're not really drunk.
Don't your skin change colour? Or is that due to alcohol?
Yeah, it can do. I've seen people with like a really nice tan smoke a little bit too much weed and then just turn as white as you. I'm not even joking. I've seen people lose the tan in front of my eyes.
So you've no idea of its whereabouts, you've no idea who might have it.
Positive, I don't know.
Are you sure? Because I'm going round in circles.
Positiveness.
Right, okay, so which one is it, mate? Because you just promised her you don't know, then literally straight after just shook your head when she asked you if you're sure. Do you know where the weed is? No, I don't, I promise you. Are you sure? No. He don't even know where he is, never mind the weed, which he's clearly had.
Talk about weed in the toilet.
I don't even smoke weed or anything.
I think we've got 880 students in school.
Caden had it.
Caden had it, where's the rest of it?
Caden's still got it.
Oh no, he snitched, you little shit. These two teachers seem very eager to find the weed, don't they? But like, suspiciously eager for all the wrong reasons.
It's just elimination, isn't it, to try and find out where the crux of it is.
Caden and some other lad walked past me, and then about 2 minutes later I could smell weed.
Yeah, this kid might have to go into the Witness Protection Act because Caden's gonna be fuming. I can't believe he snitched, just play dumb.
When someone mentions Caden to me, my heart sinks. I'm like, no, he just lets himself down sometimes. And I'm like, no. Have you been smoking cannabis in this school?
No, I don't like it. My mum told me that it can kill you. It gives you lung cancer.
No fucking way this kid smokes weed. It looks like he's just come out the womb. Why do all these kids look like they've just learnt the alphabet?
Nothing. Take your jacket and go down.
We've got rid of it somehow, but...
I didn't give it to somebody in school.
So what do we do from here?
Oh god, it's cokehead. Fuck me, love. It looks like you're trying to see the weed in the bloodstream. I feel as though you could do with some just to bring your eyelids down a little bit. If I was one of them kids, I'd tell her the truth. Because if she just came up to me and was like, do you have the weed? I'll know if you're lying to me. Tell me the truth. It's okay. I'd be like, yeah, I do. It's in my bag. Just please don't hurt me. I'm sorry.
Unless we catch them with it, this is the thing. We can't blame anyone.
Who have you checked?
These little shits. That's actually how a conversation goes when you're really high with your mate. You can't form full sentences, so it's just a...
Nothing. Spoke to Caden, nothing. We're monitoring what he does. He knows that. He's going to have to be careful.
So are they okay to go back to lessons then? Yeah, is that okay?
There's another sign, it's in Yorkshire. Look at the diversity of the students. Wow, so diverse. Oh god, that's not a brilliant look for us, is it? Look at the size of this kid. That looks mental. Look how small Snoop Puppy is compared to him. I feel as though calling him a kid is kind of undermining what I'm looking at right now. He's a monster, isn't he? He's that big. He's actually got his own space. Look, it's like people are walking around his orbit. I bet he's a strong little fucker though. He could probably leg press a car.
You guys put yourself in a really difficult position yesterday where you could have been permanently excluded from school. You know, you were definitely up to something.
Why do I feel like every single one of these kids are high right now? They're not listening.
You were that far away from getting caught. Believe me on this. That far away. So it will be spot checked randomly. And if that smell appears again, then we've already been in touch with GMP and we'll get police dogs in. Next time, within 15 minutes.
You'll get police dogs in to locate some weed from kids. It's not that hard to find. It fucking stinks. Just follow the smell. I remember one time at camp, here's another story, there was a few kids that brought some weed with them. Weed in America is just looked at completely different than it is over here. They have dispensaries everywhere, so obviously it's easier for all the kids to get. So I expected it, but it's obviously not allowed at the camp. Anyways, word got about that there was this one kid that had like a Cheerio box just full of weed. So then the head people had to do like cabin inspections on every single cabin to try and locate this infamous Cheerio box that literally everybody at the camp was talking about. There was mainly searching the older kid cabins, so there was searching my cabin pretty thoroughly. And as they're searching my cabin, right, there was this kid stood at the bottom of the porch stairs. He shouts my name, so I go over to look at him, and he's just stood there with this fucking Cheerio box in his hand. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? So I ran downstairs, grabbed the Cheerio box off him, I went, leave it to me. These cabins have like empty, unused rooms above them, so I ran upstairs and I just stashed it in these drawers in one of them rooms. Because he wasn't a bad kid, and I didn't want him to get sent home halfway across the country. He just wasn't worth it. So I thought I'd save his ass. But I knew they wouldn't stop searching until they've covered every single single bit of that camp. So then he had to come up with a plan to get this Cheerio box full of weed off camp grounds without getting noticed. Luckily, it was my night off on the same day, so what I did is I asked a friend from another cabin if he had like an empty duffel bag, and luckily he did, so he gave me the bag. I ran upstairs to get the fucking Cheerio box, put the box in the bag. Bearing in mind, they're still searching my cabin. They actually spoke to me whilst I've got the bag on with the Cheerio box in the bag. You just have to play it cool, and it worked. We managed to get off camp grounds with no suspicion at all. And I'm telling you now, if they found that box, these kids were fucked. I had about 2 weed pens in it, 5 joints, and like 6 bags of edibles. It was insane. And now we're left in this awful position where we've got all this weed in our night off. Oh no, how do we get rid of it? You can use your imagination.
In school, we have to give them as many chances as possible, like we kid them, because once they leave here, you know, in adult life, your chances dry up. This is the only freebie you get in life in school. Make the most of it.
I mean, I agree, but don't think getting good grades is the be-all and end-all like they make out to you. It depends what you want to do. You see, I've never stressed it because I've always wanted to do YouTube, and I did it all the way through school. Since I was about 11, 12 years old, this is all I've done. I've never wanted to be anything else. I mean, I got an A in English, but that's just because I like chatting shit, so that was expected. Right, let's watch another one. Popular girls confront friend about her behaviour at school. Girls, yeah, this is going to be a lot. I mean, the thumbnail alone screams. I mean, well, it just fucking screams, doesn't it? You can just hear him through the thumbnail.
Oh, you're looking at you. Hannah, you are not on the line to the FBI, so you can put your little earpiece away.
I am, though.
You're not, because they wouldn't employ you.
Why?
You're a wonderful human being, but you've literally no common sense.
What, was she doing the old wire through the shirt technique with the earphones? You see, kids don't have to worry about that now because they've all got them little bitch butts. But you used to have to thread your wire underneath your shirt to hide your earphones.
I think the problem we've got with Hannah at the moment is that she's just disengaged. She's just decided that she's pretty much done with school. She could be achieving A's, but she's going to struggle to achieve C's at the moment.
Yeah, I don't like you. He reminds me too much of a dickhead science teacher I had that always tried to have banter with the kids, but everyone was just like, please go away. Watching this is bringing back a lot of memories I have from school. Like, that prick's not crossed my mind in years. And if I ever get to the point where you can see where my hairline used to be, I'm going to Turkey. I don't give a shit. I'd rather have fake hair than that.
When you think about school, like, what comes into your head?
Prison. It is. It's like prison.
I mean, she's not wrong. There's a lot of similarities. Is isolation still a thing? That's legal child abuse, that shit. I got put in isolation a handful of times when I was at school. I was never that dickhead kid. I was the class clown, but I got away with a lot of shit because the teachers liked me. But one time I got isolation because we had this maths teacher and we all found out his real name was James. But it was just really unintentionally funny and we just couldn't stop taking the piss out of him. He just had this really funny, elegant voice, no hair, specs, and all his gestures and mannerisms were just really fucking funny. There's one time when my friend drew a dick in my book when I went looking, so obviously you have to like scribble it out. And you know when you get your books back when the teachers spent like a full weekend marking them and it's just covered in red pen and shit? So when we got our books back from being marked, I got to the page where I scribbled the dick out and this teacher drew an arrow pointing to the scribble and wrote next to it, "Is this a dick?" That's what it said in them words. And I just imagined him saying it in his voice. "Ethan, is this a dick?" Like, what did he want me to do? Put my hand up and go, "Sir, come here. To answer your question, yeah, it's a dick." But this like running joke we had on him kind of escalated to the point we all was in a group chat just literally taking the piss out of him. Nothing too mean. He was just a funny guy. He used to let us get our phone out and take pictures of the homework on the board. And I would intentionally make sure he's in shot so then I could zoom into his little face and just put it in the group chat. But some little rat found out about it and stitches up to the head teacher and we got 4 days isolation for it. 4 days for that. It's literally child abuse. You have to sit in a blocked off section so I can speak to nobody. And it was the middle of winter. The heating wasn't working. My feet were going numb. It didn't change anything though. We continued to take the piss. We actually made a game called James. It's like that game, do you know, bogies, where you have to shout bogies as loud as possible and the loudest one wins. Yeah, we did that, but with James. That got so bad to the point where we were literally just screaming James. He never acknowledged it though. But yeah, schools are like prison in some aspects, 100%.
With exams just around the corner, most Year 11s are working harder than ever. But the school is struggling to even keep Hannah in a classroom.
Wait, I'm confused. How did she get there? Is that the same girl? Oh, do you know what? I don't fucking know. They all look the same. What, she shat her pants? Why is she running like that? Have you ever done that where you're just busting for a shit, but the estimated time to get to the toilet is just way too long? So then you literally have to run to the toilet and clench your ass cheeks whilst at the same time trying to reason with your stomach not to shit your pants. I've got a 100% success rate making it to the toilet. I've not failed once yet. Yet.
I found you wandering corridors and you're going into your lesson. You won't be able to walk out now because I've got you.
Oh, this looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Linking arms with one of your students. I don't know what it's called in that school, but when I went to school, that would be referred to as grooming.
I taught her in year 7, and she was your kind of typical year 7 bounding around saying, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be this, I want to be that.
I was really shy. Just scared of every single teacher.
What is she doing? She's acting like a kid that knows she's been filmed.
What changed?
Dunno, I just grew up. Got different mates.
Hannah is now part of Year 11's most noticeable group of girls.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Here we have the on-Spice Girls. Look at this one just stuffing her face.
Hey, you want to pop to Greg's and go shop? I want to get a steak bake and a bake before class.
It's crazy how at school these are the popular girls, but little do they know they keep acting like a set of idiots. They're going to be relying on our tax money to live.
I don't mean to sound in a big-headed way, but I think we are a popular group of people, aren't we, around school? Everyone looks up to us and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't want to sound like a big-headed or anything, but like we're really popular. Everyone knows us.
Well, it's hard to fucking miss you, really, isn't it? It's like you've stuck a wig on a couple of peanuts. The amount of hair just is not proportionate to the size of the skull. Eyebrows look like they've been put on with a fucking road marking chalk. It's just a stereotypical popular girl at school, isn't it? Well, at least it used to be. The world's a bit different now, isn't it? The most popular kid could identify as a fucking cat now.
You see quite a lot of kids like Hannah who find it more important to impress their friends than to work hard.
Why is she shocked that it hit her in her face when she's spinning it directly in front of her face? Careful though, it might smudge one of the 10 layers of makeup you've got on.
And they see the opportunities of them gaining high grades slipping.
Right, sit down properly, please, in your chairs.
I know, what a little weirdo.
Oh, she's an idiot. So not only is she showing off in front of her mate, she's now playing up in front of the camera.
What a little weirdo.
What, like laughing is any better?
I think she plays the role of that stereotypical blonde. But I think if you make a deal of her being there and make a kind of, almost make a bit of a parody of her, it works as much as anything else because at least she gets the acknowledgement that you know she's there and you like the fact that she's there.
Yeah, Hairline's got the right idea. I agree, just keep making a joke out of her to the point where it gets to the verge of bullying, but not quite, but she wants to cry.
What is love?
I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it?
Hairline's growing on me a little bit. I judged him too early, I think. He actually seems pretty good at this. Well, I've just noticed this kid's got an air tag attached to his ear. What is that? If I got something like that when I was a kid, the amount of shit I'd get from my dad, it just wouldn't be worth it. Looks like a fidget spinner.
With just weeks left at school, Hannah is still more interested in having fun than focusing on her future.
That's such a stupid way to say it. You can still have fun whilst focusing on your future. It's not one or the other. You see, this is what I'm saying by putting pressure on kids and just filtering them down. It's quite manipulative, giving the kids the option to have fun or focus on the future. You can do both. Just don't act like a little shit. It's as simple as that.
Oh, calm down, me. I'd rather have my mates than be proper brainy and hang around with other people. Definitely. Wouldn't change my mates for bigger brain.
You wouldn't change your mates for a bigger brain. I mean, just on that sentence, I think it's a bit late for that anyways.
I'd rather have my mates than my brain get bigger.
These mates that you've got now, I promise you, the majority of them will not be your mates when you leave school. So don't get yourself too attached to this idea because you all will eventually just drift apart, but it's for the best. So maybe you should focus on getting your brain bigger.
I got an email saying Hannah has walked out of science, and I've had more complaints about her than any other child.
Ooh, tell me the gossip. I can smell the coffee breath through the screen. You know, that real strong stench you get when they come and help you with your work and they get a bit too close to you and you instantly just think, fuck it out, yep, I understand, thank you.
Hannah! Oh, I don't want to do this exam, mate.
I know, same.
I'm proper gonna fail.
She says she's checking herself out on her phone so she's aware of what she looks like. Even her face is like, fucking hell, what have I done to my eyebrows? You can visibly see the full bottle of hairspray she's used.
And it did get to a stage where his exams were coming up and it was serious, then I did want to get my head down because I don't want to fail or I don't want to do well in life.
Yeah, of course you do.
Right then, children.
But in a way, Hannah didn't really get that into her head. When you first started school, you used to be proper brainy, didn't you? And like, you used to just get your head down with everything.
Okay, what is going on here? This girl looks like an 80-year-old, 15-year-old. Why does she look like that?
Yeah, but like, she's but too born idol.
Oh yeah, I got like this little Mickey Mouse character on this side and then this devil on this side. Good one's like, do your work, devil's like, fuck off.
Wow, such a sophisticated analogy from Hannah right there. I've got Mickey Mouse on this side and the devil on this side and the devil went fuck off. I think we need to work on getting that brain a bit bigger.
I didn't want to seem bossy, we just wanted to be there for her. And even though it might have come across bossy to her, I think she appreciates that we've told her now. I know you're going to start being a good girl.
I'll be a good girl, Shez.
I guarantee you, fuck all has changed. She's in year 11, that ship sailed a long time ago. But yeah, that's that. I'd say Yorkshire schools aren't like that, but they are. It's an epidemic at this point. I don't know what they're like now, because believe it or not, I don't really go walking around schools too often. Wouldn't be a great look, would it? Especially with this on my face. Just staring through windows. Anyways, I'm going to call it a day there. For those watching this that are still in school, let me know what they're like now in 2025. Do we still have the same characters, or they just developed into a different breed? After watching that, I want to get really high now. So yeah, I'll see you soon.